Alright. So we're at this 59. We're at this 6,900 break again. So look, we gapped above it. And when we gapped above it, I thought this would be a tricky level. So we rejected it once. Hard reject. We're testing it again. They not a hard reject, but they sold it off, right? Now, Powell is tomorrow, FOMC. What they're probably going to do, like, I don't want to see this, but what they're probably going to do is run it up and then either on Powell or the next day for absolutely no fucking reason, they're going to dump it. I don't want them to, and I'm honestly I'm not positioned for this either, but if like this is something they could easily do is they could dump it to 6,700, 6,650 ish. Why that level? Because that's what we've done for the past 3 months is we've come down to this little 67, 6,650 level and then just bounced it every time, right? Like, look here, here. We did spike lower, but only for like a day. And then same thing here. We bounced off of 66.58. Smashed it lower, but only for what, four sessions. And then they've just destroyed premiums up here because this is like going on 8-9 sessions of absolutely no fucking movement. It's disgusting. Um, I've personally lost a couple $1,000s up here because I don't do well in consolidation, and I guess it makes sense why we're consolidating, but at the same time, to me it doesn't because I don't give a fuck what Powell does. He's gone. I know what the next guy's gonna do, so I don't know why the market is being such a pussy, but they are. Um, there are black swans brewing, but again, like I'm not gonna front run a black swan. Like that's just dumb. You know, Burry did that and it's how he got famous, but guess what? It took over a year for that shit to unfold. So like to me there's just no point in front running it. But this Powell's just been very cookie lately, so I am kind of expecting some random BS drop to happen. Uh, but it doesn't even matter. 2026, we're gonna go smash these highs and smash them convincingly. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Once this RSI bottoms out, so this is why also I don't think I'm not expecting much anyways. But this is interesting. If we can get an RSI above 60 on the daily, um those are my favorite trades cuz look, if you notice, like look back here. So right here, you see how like they sunk it, but then they were maintaining this RSI 60. And like right here, they fake it cuz look, as soon as you break the 60, it stalls out, comes back down. Right here, it breaks the 60 again, stalls back down. But this time when it breaks the 60, it goes. And that's what I'm looking for, one of these, okay? So now why this is interesting is right here, these three peaks was forming a bearish divergence, right? Technically, this move down here completes this divergence. However, what I don't like is I don't like that these two bottoms did not diverge like largely. It's not a large enough divergence for me, okay? So because of that, I'm thinking maybe they drop it down one more time. Um but and then also like this, it's looking like this, but they could do this, okay? But this right now is looking a lot like this right here. That's why I don't like it. Regardless, I'm not really looking to short. I might open a few small shorts just to make a little bit of cash. But ultimately, what I'm doing is I'm just increasing portfolio size for what I believe is going to be the largest liquidity run in history, 2026. I think we could easily hit 73 to 7500 in 2026. So that's what I'm playing for. Also, if you look here, so they did some sort of liquidation here. Caught shorts off sides maybe. This grind higher, if you notice. So right here, RSI drops pretty drastically, but maintains this 60. Above 60 is where you get your squeezes. And I know you can't squeeze an ETF, but you can squeeze stocks, and that pumps the ETF. So I just consider it a squeeze. Especially because, when you squeeze certain stocks like Nvidia or CoreWeave or something like that, it helps the SPY a lot. So there's two things I'm looking for here. Either we get great FOMC decision and this just launches, okay, and breaks this high like it's nothing. Or they're going to peak above and fail. And I'm kind of leaning towards the peak above and fail, to be honest. I'm thinking we go tap this trend line and then drop back down. I know there's a gap right here. Not really a gap, but like there's fair value right here. So the 6750. I'm thinking it could easily come down to 6600, 6500, just because the market's been moving fairly large off of nothing. It's very reminiscent, in my opinion, of just a classic shakeout. So me personally, I haven't trimmed any positions. I am losing right now, not gonna lie, but to me, it's just not worth shorting. This just is not one of your, at least we haven't gotten confirmation of it. This isn't one of your de-risk situations. I just noticed right here, we do have a little bullish divergence right here that formed. So that's interesting, which should insinuate we break this high right here which we did momentarily. So we should probably go up one more time because this is the ultimate short is 69.30. 69.30 is the ultimate short that I see. However, again, I don't like it. I'm not a shorter, especially when there's just no real catalyst. Everything everyone's worried about it's not even speculation. It's like yeah, sure, it could happen, but why are you positioning for it? It's exactly like how do you say, it's those guys that are like too prepared. It's like you're so prepared you're gonna not do anything meaningful anyways, because you're worried about so many different things. And I don't trade that way. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as what I know, the market is telling me to position in, not to position out. But yeah, so right now, I mean, I'm heavily invested, over 90%. I am going to start tucking a little cash back in case we do pull back, but I'm looking at probably 60-day longs. 60-day longs, and all I'm waiting for at this point is a break of 69.53, 54, I guess, or a tap of 6,700-ish. So I'll either load 60-day calls at 69.54 break, or I'll wait for the 6,700 and start scaling in all the way down to 6,500. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, and lastly, before I go, this is why I'm looking at this. Since the quarter, so you can tell what the quarter is by the volume. You see the volume spikes up right here. So since here, we've loaded the 6600 every single time. Well, I guess you could even say down to this 65. But like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8 large reloads, right? So it's not uncommon for us to spike this high and come all the way back down, or all the way back down first and then go to the high. So, you know, there's a clear triangle here. I don't know if you guys see it, but you know, there's a clear triangle here forming. It's very large. Like, here's your bottom base, here's your medium base, and here's your ascending. Now it is starting to get a little lower, right? It's starting not to go as high, but that's fine. You know, everyone's just so worried about Powell for some reason. I'm not at all. I know he's gone. I don't care. But this is essentially what we're looking at. We're looking for this 7,000 break. I don't want to say I know it's going to happen, but I can almost tell you I know it's going to happen. It's just they would have to come up with a black swan, like a real deal, legit black swan, to invalidate this. But yeah, all I'm looking for is the all-time high break or reloads off of 67 to 6500.